Good morning, homies. How are we? Oh boy. It is travel day to Calgary. We are 2 days out from the WNBF Calgary show, and today we are flying. But first, I need to get up. First, I need to wake up. So I will touch back with you. I have some bearings on what I'm doing with my life. What's up, homies? We are on our way to the Calgary airport. I am joined by my bestie, Cam. We met fucking many years ago.
It's like 12
years ago?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's a long time ago. Way back in the land of Ontario. She used to compete, went to all of her shows. Now I compete. She comes to all of my shows.
Yeah, man.
Sans Calgary, but
Yeah.
at least we get this little drive send off.
Yeah.
It is the ass crack of dawn right now. 7:53. The flight's at 12:30, so we'll get to the airport a little bit early, but that just means we get to chill, eat food, listen to posing music, and get that sorted. And just watch Netflix. Anybody that doesn't like getting to the airport too early, I don't understand, because for me, it's a stress-free experience. And if I'm going to kick my feet up at home and watch Netflix, or kick my feet up at an airport and watch Netflix, I'd rather be at the airport, because then I don't have to worry about anything.
It's borderline concerning how stress-free most everything is to you, actually.
All right, well, I try to live my life as comfortably and casually as possible. The lazy boy way. Meal one today, we were looking at 250 grams of white rice. Jasmine is my preferred. 150 grams, maybe 125, something in that range, of extra lean ground beef, and then we've got 100 grams of raspberries. I made these meals up yesterday, so they've already got some salts and low salt mixed in there, and then, as per usual, topped with a little bit of cinnamon. So
yeah, what you guys aren't smelling right now is the combination of beef, cinnamon, and raspberries. It is like exactly what you think it is.
I'm gonna say it's sensational, because it is. Man, like, anybody that says, I've been getting this a lot lately too, but anybody that says that bulking is harder than cutting is just wrong.
Yeah.
By definition, being in a surplus, a food surplus, an energy surplus, it is easier to do things. Being in a deficit, a food deficit, an energy deficit, it is harder to do things. Literally anything, just existing as a human being. So, this may not seem like the most spectacular meal, but I have convinced myself that it is. Juan Morel. Today I'm going to be eating everything in the grocery store. I remember seeing that guy in person. When we went to Vancouver, we went to Bev's gym. I met Arash, and then I met Juan. I was an imposing human being. He came around the corner from like where all the leg stuff is.
Vancouver or New York?
New York.
Okay, I thought you said Vancouver.
Oh, my bad. I might have.
All good.
I gotta wait for all this.
I was like, since
all this
when?
to kick in. Yeah.
Right?
No, New York.
It's like Vancouver,
Yeah.
What?
Bev's gym, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I was doing shoulders. I think I was doing like 60s or 70s. This is years ago. I do a much more respectable weight now. But, redundant. Arash was doing like 150s. The seated dumbbell shoulder press. I was like, yeah, right.
Sick. Nice.
He was doing 95s for single arm lateral raises immediately after. I'm pretty sure I put the dumbbells on the rack, and he was like, are you done with those? And I was like, yeah. Like, in my brain, I'm like, wow, drop set? Super set? What the hell?
He doesn't stop.
Yeah, no. I mean, it makes sense. His delts were crazy. But, yeah, Juan Morel. That's a big dude.
it was a dream of mine to go to New York and just like run into Calgary, just like run into him, you know?
I don't know why, but I feel like you'd be the kind of guy you'd run into in like Times Square.
Oh, like doing the most random thing. I feel like there's a
Side quest Kai.
Yeah. He was doing vlogging this is so long ago, by the way, but he was doing vlogging, and he's like, I'm gonna make myself a sweet potato, and just like stabs it with a fork, puts it in the microwave for like 9 minutes. He's like, yeah, I just like eat like this. That's fucking crazy. Okay. He's like the most unassuming human being ever. Just randomly lives in New York, just like living his life. Could you imagine not being a bodybuilder and walking Times Square and this fucking monster just walks by, completely unassuming?
Potentially one of the nicest human beings you would meet in New
Literally,
York too.
Yeah. He was like in Stranger Things as some fucking superhuman randomly. Like, hello, hi. The last time I went to Firehouse, I saw Dorian Yates.
What was his order?
What
you getting there, bud?
He was coming in with some friend of his. He went and sat in the back in the outside section.
Oh.
I wanted to know what he was going to eat, but that would have required me to be so creepy.
Or you could just ask him.
Oh, I said hi.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, Dorian, what are you eating today? Can you imagine?
What's on the menu?
Who the fuck are you?
What's on the menu, big dog? That was an interesting thing when I went to visit my folks out in Winnipeg. My parents live out in Winnipeg. A much colder and more dreary place than Calgary. But doing U-turns on the highway, super common. Yeah, because it'll be like a main like highway bit like this, and then like the median won't exist because you'll be able to turn left or whatever to like get off the highway. And most of the time it's an advanced turn, and people will just whip a U. Because a lot of the times like access to something is only on that side. Like when me and my dad were going to get Krispy Kreme, we drove by, and I was like, "Is that a Krispy Kreme over there?" And he went, "Yeah, I'll just have to do a U on the highway so I can go over to it though. Do you want to go to?" I was like, "Is that a question? We can get there? Yes."
Yeah.
And then I got 2 dozen donuts and dummy them, and it was great.
Were those the 2 dozen responsible for that video series you did?
Yeah.
Nice.
No.
Yeah.
Bring it back. Alrighty, Roo. Well, thanks for tagging along for our exciting drive to the airport. And I'm going to get out now and go inside and probably watch a lot of Netflix and maybe have another meal, wander around a bit, get some steps. Yeah, this has been lovely.
Bye, people.
Are you all good? We are sitting down for meal number 2. Just boxed off about 5,000 steps just walking around the airport. So if you are early, waiting for a flight, anything like that, just get some steps in, get some activity in. Meal number 2 is chicken, rice, almond butter, and a little bit of cinnamon. Victoria Airport is very chill, very small. Calgary Airport's bigger, but we don't have a layover. We don't have to do a layover in Vancouver or anything like that, which is nice. So, eat this, chill for a bit, probably get some more steps in. Flight's in about an hour and a half. I think boarding's in about an hour. So, just plug away, get this in, space out the meals over the course of the day, and happy days. I'll probably end up doing some B-roll stuff on the flight because I don't fly often, and it would be nice to have some footage for that. I think the plan for this weekend is going to be a kind of a mini-series, if you will, like documentary kind of style. So we'll do like today, 2 days out, travel day, and then tomorrow, whenever we're at the Airbnb with everybody, so my mom, my dad, my girlfriend, 1 day out, and then show day Saturday and show day Sunday. So be a decent amount of stuff coming out hopefully in the next couple weeks. Have a lot to process and go through, but for right now, eat this, enjoy my my fantastic Chef Ramsay meal, and relax. Started watching Hellboy, the new one, not the original series. I forget who the actor is in the new one, but it's quite good. It's a good film. It's funny. It's definitely a lot more casual than the first one, which is kind of nice. But The original, the first one that came out is goated. The one back in like the early 2000s, mid 2000s. I might be off with my my yearly estimate there, but yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna get tucked into this, throw some headphones on, watch watch the rest of that movie, and wait until boarding call. Alrighty, so we are done with the polygraph. Pretty chill. There's like 7 questions. Yes or no. Interesting experience, but honestly, pretty cool, pretty cruisy. Now we are having meal number 3, which is the same as meal number 2 at the airport. Chicken, rice, almond butter, salt, cinnamon. I'm gonna crush this, get that fly out of you. And then I'm gonna wander around the event center. We got an Uber over to the Airbnb in about half an hour. And then I will check in with y'all when we get set up and situated over there. It's a pretty dope spot, so I think it'll be a nice little hangout for the next 4 days. But yeah, I'm gonna tuck into this and then carry on our merry way. Alrighty, so we have arrived. This is the Airbnb that we'll be staying at for the next 4 days. Got my girlfriend, my mom, my dad. Take my kicks off here, be a little respectful. It's a pretty dope vibe. We got a backyard patio and stuff too. Probably do check-ins here or maybe out here. Full kitchen setup. Can't see it behind all of this stuff, but I've got a hot plate, kettle, toaster oven, microwave, everything a growing boy needs. We got fridge and freezer, which I assume are just going to be empty. Oh, we got some condiments and some water. Banging. Let's go. Snacks in the freezer. No. Ice cube trays, though. Hey. All right. Let's see what else we got going on here. Dun, dun, dun. Room numero uno. Sick. I will immediately be taking the bed sheets off of this so I don't ruin them, because we're going to be tanned. Saw it. Sick. Also probably going to be tanned. Need to pick up some towels tonight, so I don't ruin the ones that we got going on in here. Where is the light switch? There we go. Bank. All right. Well, that's half of it. Dun, 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 dun. Look at this couch, man. Fucking little fireplace. Bedroom number 2. Okay. Yeah, cozy. I like it. Bedroom numero 2. Same kind of sitch. Little wardrobe. Cozy little bed. Nice little bit of art. Look at that. Wow. Beautiful. And then I don't know what's in there, but that kind of stresses me out. Apparently we have a dishwasher as well. So I am going to unpack my stuff. Probably swap bed sheets over and then chill for a bit. Maybe watch a movie. I got something downloaded on my phone. Got more than enough downloaded on my phone. So I will probably just chill, wait. I think my folks get here in another hour and a half-ish. Their flight was delayed. Classic, as was mine, but we're chilling. We're ahead of schedule. I don't have to go back to the venue for the polygraph because that's already done. So at this point now, it is just kind of hanging out, relaxing, kick our feet up, vibe. I'll probably wander around the neighborhood, get some steps in. I did that at the airport this morning. Got about 5K in, just walked around for about half an hour. But it'll be nicer to do that outside. So I think that might be the plan. and the weather is sunny and gorgeous. So, how could you not want to go for a walk out there, you know? So, we are in for meal number 5, which is 100 grams of cream of rice. I went with the apple pie flavor. Whey protein, almond butter, raspberries, and some cinnamon. It was pretty frozen still, which is good because it acted as a pseudo ice pack for all the rest of the food for the rest of the day. But it required a little reheating. Now the consistency's kind of funky, but honestly, anything at this point tastes good. So, yeah, I'm about 30 minutes away from the end of Hellboy. I'm plugging away at that for most of the day, and then probably go for that walk, a little digestion walk. Definitely feeling gassed. It has been a long day, and I don't know about the rest of y'all, but even though flying is just sitting in an airplane doing nothing but chilling, it takes it out of you. So I'm excited to kind of kick my feet up for the rest of the night. I do have to get my posing routine dialed. I had a good amount of time at the airport today to kind of mess around with that, choreograph something in my head. I've played around with some ideas, so we'll get that situated tonight and tomorrow. And then Saturday is show day, which I am very excited for. I think we're bringing a considerably improved package compared to 2 weeks ago to the WNBF show. The venue looks pretty solid, looks pretty dope. I met a couple other competitors today, and vibes are good. I'm pretty low energy at this point in the day. All my caffeine that I've had is worn off, and I was tempted to make another one, but probably not the most productive decision to do. I got a shave, which for those of you that compete know it is an undertaking. It's a team effort, so I'll probably have to wait until my dad, my mom get here to do that, so I can have somebody give me a hand, because man, it's exhausting doing your whole body. So see if my dad wants to tackle my legs or something. It's usually historically has been Sean's role, but Sean's not here this time, so no. Polygraph was a cool experience, kind of interesting. I think from a natural bodybuilding standpoint, the more deterrence you can do as an athlete, if I'm competing in a natural federation or a natural show, I want to make sure that I'm competing against other people who are also natural. So even though you might have your own opinions based on, polygraph accuracy and whatnot, the fact that it's there and the fact that I have to pay for it and I have to go do it, to me is an additional deterrent in regards to mitigating the amount of people that are going to compete that aren't natural and try and get away with it in a natural fed. Because if you do get caught, you get banned and you wasted your money. So, which I think is deserved if you're trying to cheat a system like this. So overall, I'm glad to pay it. I think everybody should get drug tested. Everybody should, piss in a cup. Everybody should have to pay a fee and, get that done. So kudos to the WNBF for doing that, staying on top of that. I think you create a little bit more legitimacy and authenticity behind natural bodybuilding whenever you put that title there. But yeah, I'm excited to see what the next, day or so brings. Still got to find a place to do check-ins, which I think will probably be outside on the patio. Do some natural light check-ins. We got to see what the lighting looks like in the morning here, because the overhead's not great. I did bring a light that I use at home for check-ins, but it's not the greatest visual representation, so we'll probably shuffle some stuff around in here and get a little setup going for check-in shots. But overall, yeah, we are just chillaxing. I got one more meal after this, which is beef, rice, raspberries, some cinnamon, salt, the usual. And then when that meal is done, got about another 1.5 liters worth of water. And then it's bedtime. Get up at a reasonable time. I think athlete meeting or registration, sorry, starts at 10 tomorrow, and then my first go to 10 is 10:45. So probably shoot to be over at the venue for like 9:30. So means probably wake up around 7, get check-ins, a meal in, get our day planned as far as food goes. I'm gonna go do groceries tonight. There's a grocery store about 5-10 minute drive, so we'll all probably just end up ripping an Uber over there, stock up on what we need for the weekend, and then bring it back. I was thinking Instacart or like Uber Eats, the grocery side of things, but I do need a little bit more in the way of steps, and it's just nice to be able to go buy your own stuff as opposed to having somebody else pick it out for you, because Lord knows some of the stuff that has come to my house via Instacart has been incredibly questionable, especially from a produce standpoint, which granted we're not really doing much anymore. Veg is 90% out at this point because it is just additional GI weight, volume, potential digestive stress, just not really needed right now. We're filling up on enough in the way of carbs, proteins, and fats that we don't really need the vegetables for additional volume. With that said, I'm hungry. I'd eat them. But they're just not needed right now. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of this, as I don't know what tomorrow's meals will bring. And cream of rice is honestly a dessert. Although I don't know if you can see that, but the texture of that is not quite what I would like, but it's a lot better than chicken and broccoli, I'll tell you that.